Hi, and welcome back to our coverage of the WEDF event. We've just wrapped up our last session of the day on young entrepreneurs and innovation. So we have here with me Brian.
Hi.
Hi, and tell us a little bit about your business, which really does innovate by turning things upside down, and give us an example of how you do that.
Sure. So what we do is very simple. We are helping companies all across the globe to do business together. And the way we do it is rather than go and pick one by one all these companies and convince them that we are trustworthy and we can select and we can work well with them, what we do is we go in each country and we work with a financial institution, say a bank, and that bank selects their best customers and bring them to our platform. This way, what we're really doing is we're building massive scale through people that have selected those companies effectively in order to give them loans or other financial aids as a bank. So what we're really seeing is that the future, both because of what we're doing and what I could see on this panel that was facilitated by the ITC, is really toward those companies that will be able to add value not only to themselves and to the direct customer, but to the entire value chain. And when I talk about the entire value chain, I mean we're not helping just ourselves by making money with our product or the bank or the companies. What we're doing is we're actually growing the economy by doing so, because that creates employment and trade flows that would have not happened otherwise without displacing any other player in the chain. Thank you.
Perfect. And if you want to find out more, his company is called Opportunity Network. Find him on Twitter.
Yeah, that was an important part. Thank you.
Thank you. And now to David, who runs ITC's Youth and Trade program. You have lots of practical tips and incubators that you do with your work to help young entrepreneurs like Brian and other people, like Rizlan, who was speaking at the panel.
No, of course. I mean, it was quite striking to see those different business models, but at the end of the day, something in common sense, in a way you develop from the business idea to the market. And I would say that what was really striking is that most of the people that were in the panel, they want to do something good. Like not only making money, but they want to have a kind of a social impact. So that's also something which I think is very striking, is that young entrepreneurs and young in general, they want to do something good for the world. And it might sound a bit cliche, but at the end of the day, the business is also about that. So that was one of the points that really struck me. And also, it's think about the market first. Think about the customer. Is your product something that is going to have a market? Rather than being in your own little corner and think about your idea, which is wonderful, at the beginning you also have to have some kind of peer review with friends and colleagues and people that will give you an objective advice, but rather than just yourself who thinks it's a great idea. And I mean, that's something that I really liked, and I'm a strong believer of that. It's passion. It's made with passion. We have people that are passionate about their business, and I would say that's the sparkle that starts everything. If you don't have this at the beginning, you don't get the fuel for your engine. So I think that it was very interesting on those aspects, and well, looking forward to see how those business growth as well, when we'll get in touch in the near future. And of course, we'll see how ITC can also operate in Sri Lanka as well, with the Trade Accelerator and with other services that were presented today, and particularly how to support young entrepreneurs in this country and others.
Super. So start with a good idea and then execute, right? And then you find a way to fit it to the market. So that's the wrap up for today. Please join us again tomorrow when we have new sessions on standards and tourism and many other things. Thanks for tuning in.